Sissy, so you're not trying to come with the enemy. And she asked you, who are you talking about? You said Cross. Who were you talking about? Frolicking with the enemy. Yeah.
Benita saying that Adekunle did not want me to get it because last week Benita asked me to pardon her smallie boy.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now, yesterday we saw the fact that Somali emerged to the head of the house, and of course nobody, who saw the blank envelope had like immunity. All right. And then after that, we saw the fact that both Angel and Cross were the two people who were pardoned, but because they had the same number of pardons, right, none of them was going to go through. So what happens is if this person has 6 pardons and this other person has 6 pardons or the same number of pardons, if there's a tie, nobody will get the pardon me immunity.
As nominated by the House, there is no winner.
Now, after all of that happened, we saw the fact that there were quite a series of events, and I'm here to tell you exactly how it all went down. Now, first off was the fact that Cross called Pere for a conversation. And now what was Cross talking about? He was talking about the fact that Pere does not have his back anymore. So here is Cross telling Pere that he has heard a lot of housemates say that Pere does not have his back anymore, that sometimes Pere will sit down where they're speaking ill of him, and, Pere does not do anything in a bid to defend him. Cross went as far as telling, Pere that, Sissy has even told him sometimes that, he's frolicking with the enemy and all of that. And Pere was like, come on, see, there's no time in this house that I have been worried with speaking ill of you. I have had your back all these times we've been in the house. Even before going to the house, I've been there for you. You've been there for me. So why are you allowing people who do not like me to come and poison your mind? But it felt like, Cross wasn't going to listen to what Pere had to say.
I've never been in a gathering where they spoke ill of you in this house. But apparently it has been. So can I ask you a question?
Now, when Cross talked about the whole, Sissy telling him that why is he frolicking with the enemy, and I can tell you for free that this issue started off when the whole Sissy, when they came into the house, and Cross liked Sissy and Pere also liked Sissy, but it felt like because Pere had supported Alex in the fight that happened between the both of them because of the wager task in the first week, right? It now felt like, Sissy was just going to go with Cross. And here she was telling Cross a lot of things. So it felt like Pere and Sissy would have a conversation. Pere would tell Sissy a few things about Cross. And then Sissy would go and download it to Cross himself. And I watched those parts, at the beginning of the season. So here, Cross was like, should he call Sissy? Because this is what Sissy told him. That should he call Sissy? And Pere was like, Sissy is she's not somebody that he can trust in this conversation, but that he's highly shocked, and it's painful that they have in this conversation. So apparently Cross's resolve is the fact that he wants to sever ties with Pere and move on alone in this competition, in this whole Big Brother Niger All-Star season, right? And then we see the fact that, Tolani was saying that he felt like Pere was crying because his eyes were red in the room. Pere was crying and all of that. And I feel like Pere was really pained at the fact that, Cross is somebody that he has his back over time. Every time that, Pere goes into the diary room for pardon me, he doesn't pardon any other person other than Cross. So I feel like for the first time, the general feels pained that the person he really see, no matter how crazy and how wicked somebody is, they have a soft spot for someone. Even the devil has a soft spot for someone. Trust me, maybe for his cohorts and whatever. I'm just saying that no matter how wicked someone is, right, they will always have a soft spot for someone, and that's it for Pere. His soft spot is for Cross, but he's pained at the fact that Cross wouldn't believe other people over believing him, and that's what made Pere cry. Moving on to my next news, we see the fact that yesterday Angel lost out on the pardon me, please. So they were shocked when Big Brother announced that there was nobody to be pardoned, right? And all that. They were really shocked. So all of them knew, because it felt like two factions. It felt like the APC and PDP, right? And okay, now we know that we have our own candidate. So apparently Cross was the candidate for some other people, and Angel was the candidate for some other people. And I love how the game is going this season. No more the drama that will happen as this week proceeds, right? So guess what? Angel was now paranoid. She was having a conversation with White Money and one other person in the kitchen area that she's shocked, that, she didn't win it, and that, this same Venita, probably who was excited at the fact that nobody wanted, was last week campaigning for her 22. She was calling Adekunle a toy, baby toy, or whatever. She used a particular name for Adekunle. You see it in the video. And that, why is Benita behaving like that? Because, come on, because she didn't vote for Adekunle last week. That's why Benita didn't vote for her this week. In a turn of events, we see EK apologizing to Ilebaye for trashing her, belongings, last week, right? Remember that EK has been issued a strike. So here's EK apologizing to Ilebaye for carrying out what he did to her properties, as of last week, right? And of course, and he's now planning to do another one. I'm like, this guy was crazy because you just got a strike because you did one. And Ilebaye is having to tell him that, what, guy, you better calm down. That even her that you did it to, she hasn't recovered. And here you are trying to do to another person and you want to get a strike that you really, really need, that he really needs a therapist. That even herself, she needs a therapist. But I mean, Haz is still on a mad level. But that EK really needs to see a therapist as soon as possible.
Ask Biggie for therapy.
Fine, I will do that. I will do that. I can actually do that.
Or speak to Biggie. See, I think
Still on Ilebaye, it feels like the relationship between Doyin and Ilebaye is severed, right? These people are not on good terms, right? We see Doyin talking to White Money and explaining to White Money what's happening to the relationship. Doyin feels disappointed at the fact that Ilebaye doesn't have a mind of her own. She's easily brainwashed by people, and then, she's shocked at the fact that Ilebaye will be believing what Benita told her over what they have shared. I mean, Doyin's had Ilebaye's back over time. We've seen them, go through a lot. We've seen Doyin fight for Ilebaye as at the time that the whole issue happened, right? And Doyin was talking about the fact that Beauty had told her that Ilebaye is going to frustrate her because Ilebaye's way of reasoning is totally different. And, Doyin's like, she's not here to babysit or school anybody. And that's it on this video. We'll see the fact that Soma is the new head of house, and we're going to wait to see how this week is going to play out under his regime. Of course, I mean, they have supplies right now. They won the wager task, and of course, everybody's enjoying food in the house. So guys, go to the comment section. Let me know what you think about all of this. What is your advice to Cross? I personally would have thought that Cross should have handled this in a more mature way, or even allow it to slide. It's 5 weeks into the show. The show will end, but your friendship and your relationship with this person, you can determine it outside of the house, right? Because I know that if Cross comes outside of the house, he will most likely need to apologize to Pere, because I think that Pere, no matter what Pere has done, right? Pere has had Cross's back on the show. But what do you think about all of this and how, the situation's been handled? Because Pere literally cried, according to what Housemate is saying, right? And also, what do you have to say on this whole, Ilebaye and Doyin matter? Let me know what you think in the comment section. And that's it on this video. Thanks so much, guys, for watching. Please, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and guess what? You get notified whenever I post a video. Go on all social media platforms on Facebook and Instagram, on Twitter, and of course on TikTok. And follow me at Olufemi Daniel. And until next time I come away again very soon, it's bye for now.